Hey there, folks! Welcome back to another exciting episode where we uncover the secrets of financial success. Have you ever dreamed of striking it rich? Imagined yourself living a life of luxury, free from financial worries? Of course you have. We all have. It's a common dream, a shared aspiration, but what if I told you there's a silent moneymaker out there, quietly building wealth for ordinary people like you and me? A method so effective, yet so understated. No, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Those are for suckers. We've all heard the horror stories of people losing everything in the blink of an eye. This is about playing the long game, about making smart choices that pay off big time down the road. Intrigued? You should be. It's about patience, strategy, and a bit of know-how. Let's cut to the chase. You don't need a degree in finance to understand this. This secret weapon isn't really a secret at all. It's been hiding in plain sight. It's called index fund investing, a simple yet powerful tool. Don't let the fancy name scare you. It's not as complicated as it sounds. It's simpler than you think, and it's quietly making a lot of people very, very wealthy. Imagine your money working for you, growing steadily over time. So why isn't everyone shouting about it from the rooftops? Why isn't this common knowledge? Well, for starters, it's not flashy. It doesn't have the allure of high-stakes trading or the excitement of the latest tech stock. Wall Street doesn't want you to know about it. They thrive on complexity and high fees. They'd rather you chase the latest hot stock, racking up fees for them with every trade. The more you trade, the more they earn. Index funds are about slow, steady growth, about building a solid foundation for your financial future. It's like planting a tree and watching it grow, and that, my friends, is how you build real wealth. It's not about quick wins, but about consistent, reliable growth. So, start today and let your money work for you. Now let's talk about the magic behind index funds, compound growth. It's one of the most powerful forces in finance, almost like a secret superpower for your money. Understanding how it works can completely transform your financial future. Here's the best part. It's not complicated to grasp. Imagine a small snowball at the top of a hill. When you give it a push, it starts rolling. At first it's tiny, but as it picks up speed, it also picks up more snow. And before you know it, this once small snowball is a giant one, growing faster with each spin. That's exactly how compound growth works with your money. It starts small, but over time it gathers momentum and grows bigger and bigger. The longer it's in motion, the more powerful the effect becomes. Here's how it works. When you make an initial investment, that money starts earning interest. But here's where it gets exciting. Instead of just growing on your initial investment, that earned interest starts earning its own interest. And that creates a beautiful chain reaction. It's like your money is quietly working around the clock, constantly building on itself. This cycle, where you earn interest on both your principal investment and your accumulated interest, is what makes compound growth so extraordinary. It's like a money-making snowball that never stops rolling. Here's an example to break it down. Say you invest $1,000 in a fairly simple solution like an index fund, which earns an average annual return of 7%. That may not sound flashy at first, right? But here's where the magic happens. After your first year, your investment grows to $1,070. Not bad. Now, in the second year, something important happens. You're earning 7%, not just on the original $1,000, but on the whole $1,070. That means your gains are growing faster all on their own. Now imagine you stick with this for 10 years. Your $1,000 turns into almost $2,000. Stay in the game for 20 years and you're looking at over $3,800. And if you set it and forget it for 30 years, that $1,000 could snowball into over $7,600, all without lifting a finger. This is the power of staying invested and letting compound growth do its thing. But here's the key takeaway. Time is your best friend when it comes to compound growth. The earlier you start, the more time your investment has to grow. Think about someone who starts investing at 20 years old with just $100 a month. Thanks to compound growth, they could end up with nearly $380,000 by the time they're 60. But what if they wait until they're 30 to start? They'd end up with about half as much, even if they're saving the same amount each month. It's not just about how much you invest, it's about how much time you give your money to grow. Now here's the second golden rule. Consistency. Compound growth thrives on regular contributions. Even if you can only invest small amounts at first, it adds up dramatically over time. Think of it as planting seeds. One seed might not seem like much, but if you plant a few every month, before long you've got a lush, growing forest. That's what small, consistent investments can do for your financial future. And yes, here's the toughest part for most people: patience. Compound growth needs time to work its magic, and that requires you to stay the course even when the market gets bumpy. Wealth isn't built overnight, but if you trust the process and give it enough time, you'll be amazed at what those years of steady growth can accomplish. Think of it like baking bread. You can't rush it. The dough needs time to rise before you can enjoy the reward. Compound growth is more than just a financial principle, it's a mindset. Start early, be consistent, and trust the process. Every dollar you save today is like a little snowball you're setting at the top of a hill. Over time, it will grow into something that's hard to believe started out so small. The magic is in the time you give it and your dedication to keeping it rolling. Your future self will thank you for it. All right, so what are you waiting for? Plant those seeds, roll those snowballs, and start building your pathway to financial freedom today. Okay, so how do you actually invest in these magical index funds? I told you it was simple, and I meant it. First things first, you need to open an account with a brokerage firm. Don't worry, it's easier than getting a library card these days. There are tons of online platforms that make it quick and painless. Once you're set up, it's time to choose your weapon, the index fund. Now, there are a lot of different index funds out there, but don't get overwhelmed. Start with a broad market index fund, like one that tracks the S&P 500. This means you're investing in a basket of 500 of the largest U.S. companies, diversifying your risk and setting yourself up for long-term growth. It's like having a slice of the entire stock market pie. Don't just take my word for it. The stories I'm about to share are real-life examples of how ordinary people have transformed their financial futures. I've seen firsthand the life-changing power of index fund investing. It's not just a theory or a concept, it's a proven strategy that has worked for countless individuals. I know everyday people, teachers, firefighters, nurses who have taken control of their financial destinies. These individuals have built incredible wealth by consistently investing in index funds over time. They didn't rely on luck or a sudden windfall. They didn't inherit a fortune or win the lottery. Instead, they made deliberate, informed decisions to secure their financial futures. They simply made the smart choice to invest in their future. They educated themselves, sought advice, and took action. Take Sarah, a single mom I met a few years back. She was determined to provide a better life for her child. She started investing in index funds with just $50 a month, a modest amount she managed to save by making small lifestyle changes. Money she saved by cutting back on lattes and takeout. It wasn't easy, but she was committed to her goal. Fast forward 20 years and she's well on her way to retiring early, enjoying the fruits of her disciplined investing, all thanks to the power of compound growth. Her small, consistent investments have grown significantly over time. Or how about John, a retired firefighter who's now living his best life, free from financial worries, traveling the world with his wife, exploring new places and creating unforgettable memories. He credits his financial freedom to decades of disciplined index fund investing. His story is a testament to the power of patience and perseverance. These are just two of countless examples of ordinary people achieving extraordinary things through the power of smart, consistent investing. Their stories inspire us to take control of our financial futures and believe in the potential of our investments. Time, your greatest ally. Here's the thing about index fund investing. Time is your greatest ally. The longer you stay invested, the more your money has time to compound and grow. That's why it's so important to start early, even if you can only invest a small amount. Remember that snowball? The earlier you start rolling it, the bigger it'll be by the time you reach the bottom of the hill. I get it though. When you're young, retirement seems like a lifetime away. You'd rather spend your money on things you can enjoy today, like that new phone or a weekend getaway. But trust me, your future self will thank you for starting early. Even small contributions add up over time, especially when you have the magic of compound growth on your side. All right, here's the truth. Index fund investing might not be the flashiest thing out there. It's not the thrill of snagging the next big stock or trying to outsmart the market. But here's what it is: one of the most reliable and proven ways to build real, lasting wealth over time. And at the heart of its success are two often overlooked but absolutely vital traits: patience and discipline. These quiet heroes don't get the spotlight, but they are the bedrock of financial success. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Investing for the long term can feel slow and uneventful at times. You won't wake up tomorrow with a fortune, and you might not even see dramatic gains in the first few years. But the magic of index funds paired with compound growth thrives in the long term. Imagine planting a tree. For a while, all you see is a small sapling. But as you keep watering it and giving it time, one day you'll have an enormous oak that stands strong and tall, bearing the fruits of your care and patience. That's exactly how it works with investing. And here's the part that catches a lot of new investors off guard. The market doesn't always go up. It fluctuates. Some days it takes wild swings. Some years it can even feel like it's dragging downward. But here's the key to remember. This is normal. The stock market moves in cycles. There will be good years, there will be bad years. But over the long haul, history has shown that the market tends to grow. Think of it like hiking a mountain trail. It's not a straight path. You'll hit steep climbs and some frustrating descents. But as long as you keep moving forward, you'll eventually crest the peak. Giving in to panic and abandoning your plan during a market dip is like turning back halfway up the mountain. Sure, the climb is tough at times, but if you stay with it, the view from the top is worth every step. And market downturns, believe it or not, they can be a good thing for smart, disciplined investors. Why? Because they give you the chance to buy more shares at a lower price. It's like a clearance sale on your future wealth. Imagine you've been eyeing a luxury car that's normally $50,000, but suddenly it's on sale for $35,000. You'd jump on that deal in a heartbeat, wouldn't you? Well, think of market downturns as those rare sales for your investments. But here's the trick. You have to stay in the game to benefit. Selling off your investments in a panic is like seeing that car price drop and deciding, I'll pay full price later. Instead, keep making those regular investments, even when it feels counterintuitive. This is what it means to have discipline. You trust in the process and stay consistent no matter what's happening around you. Here's the honest truth. Patience and discipline are like the dynamic duo of investing success. Patience helps you zoom out and see the big picture, reminding you that wealth doesn't appear overnight. Discipline keeps you consistent, ensuring you stick to your plan even if the market feels unpredictable. Together, they help you stay the course and give compound growth the time it needs to work its magic. Think of it like a train ride to your dream destination. Along the way, there'll be bumps, stops, and occasional delays, but as long as you stay on board, you'll get where you're headed. Jumping off the train just because the ride isn't perfectly smooth only guarantees you'll never arrive. Remember, you're not investing for next week, next month, or even next year. You're investing for decades down the line. For the dream retirement where you wake up, sip coffee on your porch, and plan your next adventure without worrying about your bank account. For your kids' college savings. For peace of mind when unexpected expenses show up. These are the rewards of staying the course. When you feel tempted to veer off track or act on emotion, remind yourself of this simple truth. The long haul is where the real wealth is built. The stock market is like the tide. It ebbs and flows, but over time, the tide rises higher. Keep riding the waves and you'll reach the shore. Index fund investing isn't thrilling, but that's its strength. It's not about chasing the next big thing. It's about patience, discipline, and the quiet, consistent work of building your future. The ups and downs will come, but if you tune out the noise and stay on track, the rewards will be there waiting for you. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being the fastest or cleverest investor. It's about being the one who stays the course no matter what. Start planting those seeds today and trust the process. Because one day, you'll look back with gratitude for the patience and discipline that got you there. Dispelling the myths. Why index funds are not boring. Some folks think index fund investing is boring. Where's the thrill, they ask? Where's the adrenaline rush of picking individual stocks? Well, let me tell you something. There's nothing boring about watching your wealth grow steadily over time, about achieving financial security and peace of mind. That's a thrill that no roller coaster ride can match. And guess what? Picking individual stocks is like trying to predict the lottery numbers. Sure, you might get lucky once in a while, but the odds are stacked against you. With index funds, you're betting on the entire market, on the collective ingenuity and growth of hundreds of companies. It's a much smarter, more reliable way to build wealth over the long term. A future secured, the legacy of smart investing. Think about this. When you invest in index funds, you're not just investing in your own future, you're investing in the future of your loved ones. You're creating a legacy of financial security that can be passed down for generations to come. Imagine being able to help your children or grandchildren achieve their dreams, whether it's buying a home, starting a business, or simply living a life free from financial worry. That's the true power of index fund investing. It's about more than just making money, it's about creating a brighter future for yourself and those you care about most. Take control of your financial destiny. So there you have it, folks, the secret's out. Index fund investing is a powerful tool that can help anyone build wealth and achieve financial freedom. It's time to stop letting Wall Street keep you in the dark. Take control of your financial destiny and start investing in your future today. Remember, the path to wealth isn't always paved with flashy investments and get-rich-quick schemes. Sometimes the smartest approach is the simplest one. Start investing in index funds today and let the power of compound growth work its magic on your behalf. Your future self will thank you for it.